Hello everyone, welcome to Helldive Surprise, the game that no one wants, but I'm doing it anyways. We're commentating a game today from Fizzy Elf 29, going to be difficulty 6, Spreading Democracy. He's only level 31, so we have a lot of lower levels in this game. The first thing that sticks out to me here is that no one has gas in their loadouts, and that's going to come probably to painfully hurt them a little bit later in the game. For those unfamiliar with Helldive Surprise, this is where I, illiterate Greg, go online, find gameplay of Helldivers 2, I commentate over it, I give it scores based on the amount of democracy spread. So I am looking for teamwork, I'm looking for good loadouts, good gameplay, lack of toxicity. If I like something, I give it points. If I do not like something, I take points away. At the end of the day, we're going to tally up all these scores. We're going to have a list of players that have high scores. They're going to have a tournament. Unbeknownst to them, I will crown a champion, and that champion, I will be their personal commentator for the duration of the reign, meaning I will be commentating all their games that I physically am able to do. So, with that said, we're going to get into this game. Fizzy's going to be spreading democracy against the Terminids. This looks like a split-up crew. Impact grenades, some sort of shotgun. Looks like the regular breaker here. One streaker nest ahead. His teammate has a breaker incendiary. You know, it's really nice to get a regular level 6, difficulty 6. I mean, the last major order was extremely difficult whenever they introduced the Dragon Roaches. I didn't know what to do about it. Laser Cannon is... I really like playing Laser Cannon on the Terminids. I do know that it's not very good, honestly, all things considered, but the sustainability is really nice. And I do like the mix of the loadout here with the long-distance laser cannon paired with the close-range shotgun in his build. Patriot exosuit and a 380 to round it out. So all in all, I think the build is okay. We're to give 1 point for that. We have something going on around here with his other teammates. Probably a bug breach, yeah, one ahead. And his teammates went to go handle the streaker nest, but overall the laser cannon is extremely good at taking the streakers. So it is good that Fizzy is focusing on that. One Bile Titan to his left. Oh, we're gonna go for the 380, even though someone just threw it down a 120. Really interesting to choose these two. As we all know, the single greatest orbital to take out a bug breach is going to be the orbital napalm barrage. I believe one of the teammates has that. Maybe even two. Small crew ahead. Gonna be able to take it out, no problem. Still have yet to use ammunition from the shotgun, which is really nice. I mean, that's the best thing about the laser cannon. You can really take out a lot of enemies and not worry about ammo. I know that objectively it is weaker, but if the team is split up and it's going to play this way, not needing nearly as many resupplies is a really big advantage. Also, the laser cannon does do damage to chargers, and at difficulty 6, you're going to see a handful of chargers here. I don't think that Fizzy has any kind of dedicated anti-tank, but this will get the job done. It'll just take a little bit of time, as we see. Alpha Commander and couple of hunters here. Nice support. Yeah, loving the support on B4. We're going to give a couple of points here. Just the team coverage. They're both shooting the same player. Fizzy was able to help with the charger earlier as B4 gets run over by the charger this time. But doing a great job of parrying, and oh, what? I don't even know how that happened. A lot of times in this game you die and you don't realize it. You don't know what caused it. B4 out of stems, low health. We're now refer to them as their colors, probably easier to read. So green, teammate green. Fizzy would earn a ton of points right now if he ran over to green and stemmed him. That's something I try to do whenever I'm in game and notice that we have one Impaler just ahead. No teammates around it, so it's really up for Fizzy to take out the Impaler or suffer the consequences. But being only level 31, we don't know if Fizzy knows how to take out Impalers, or it's just very familiar. It may be that Fizzy doesn't play level 6 super often. Luckily, teammate with autocannon handling the charger earlier, and we are going to get some double team here on this Impaler. Now, even though the laser cannon is showing it's not doing damage, the laser cannon does set Impalers on fire, which is really nice. And that Impaler is dead, my friend. B4 was able to get stemmed by another teammate. Oh no, there's a couple ahead. This is a crowd. I do like that Fizzy is creating distance now before re-engaging. I can give a point for that. Overall, this gameplay is not bad for the experience of the player and for the difficulty they're playing at. Yes, I think pulling out Patriot X right now is good, especially since right now there's a 35% time cooldown for those suits, for the Patriot and for the Emancipator. LiDAR station to the left here. Oh yeah. Very nice shot. Good point just for that shot out of the Patriot exosuit. One and done. Give it to him. I would like to see the team join up, and oh, nice. We do have a Tesla tower for someone on the team in the loadout. I didn't see that in the loadout screen, but I hope everyone on this team knows how to play around the Tesla tower. I like that the team's gathering together and doing the side objective before splitting off and doing spread democracy. So I'm going to give a point here just to show that spreading democracy is a pretty difficult mission task, and there's not that many people that, I mean, purple has one stem, B4, green just picked up his stem, so it's nice to just get a nice resupply before heading into the main objective, especially the spreading democracy objective. As a team, you don't really want to go in empty-handed, just based on the sheer number of enemies. Orange, I believe, picking up a outpost and taking care of a nest for the team, which is really nice of him. Staying away from the Tesla tower shows some... don't go. Okay. I thought for a second Fizzy was going to see if he could headbutt the Tesla tower. Green going down here. Really going for some long distance shots here. Now, you gotta remember, when you have this exosuit, there's only 14 rockets in it. And I would like to see him be a little bit more conservative with the rockets coming out here. And I do need to take a point away for something. I feel like no one can have a perfect score, so I'm gonna deduct a point for choosing to shoot a rocket from that far away when he didn't need to do that. He actually didn't even need to engage that patrol at all. At the time, he could have waited for his teammates to kind of help out and join him in the fight. Again, I'm being really nitpicky here. But he's going to be able to clear it out, Fizzy, before everyone else gathers around. and they start raising the Super Earth flag. Day one though, Orange is in a bit of trouble with only one stem, and the team is relatively spread out. Is he going to give it a shot on his own? See how it works out for him. He's going to go for it. Yeah. With the Patriot exosuit. Looking good so far. The teammate just threw down 120 near him, so that's probably not going to end up going too well. So far, so good. Getting low, a little bit low on the ammunition in the exosuit. Trying to use stomp mechanics to clear out as many bugs as possible, but the Impaler is going to cause a lot of damage to the suit. We're effectively out of ammunition. What's going to be interesting is how he exits the suit, and if he's able to survive exiting the suit here pretty soon. Because he's not going to be able to stand for much longer, given the sheer number of bugs that's coming out. Also, he is out of grenades, so it's not like Fizzy can jump out and throw a grenade and clear a whole horde. And the laser cannon is not very good at clearing hordes. He either needs to jump back and run towards teammates and avoid getting decapitated by this Gatling sentry here. Able to do that. I'm actually going to give a point for not dying coming out of the Patriot exosuit. I think that's worth 2 points, actually. I think that's worth 2 points. Handled it really well for a level 31 player. I would be wondering where some grenades are. I would like to see him top off on stems. It's starting to get... You could make some arguments that we should start maybe thinking about getting a resupply here soon. Especially with J1, again, low on stems. I mean, this team, everyone on the team now is low on stems. With the exception of Fizzy. A lot of stem hogs on this team. Nice. I like this. Targeting the weak points. Doing some damage. You can do a little bit, Fizzy, but eventually... We also need to watch our back here for smaller enemies. Here comes the Impaler. Time to run, baby. Good idea. Help Purple with this charger. Yeah, Purple definitely needs help with this charger. Nice. I like this. Eventually coming around to help his teammate out. Charger in Fuego. Targeting the weak point here. Yeah, good teamwork. Exactly what you need to do for your teammates. Now it's time to resupply. J1 is in pain. Not J1, B3. Purple, I mean. I know that we haven't needed to use the laser, but we have to start considering when we're going to use the orbital laser and the loadout. You know, there's not been a whole lot of death this game. We started with 20 respawns. We have 17 left. Only one more Super Earth flag to raise. So we definitely want to use the laser, at least on the next flag. And we have an exosuit that's just come off cooldown. I mean, we're looking really good this game. Nice that someone picked up the LiDAR station, so you know that Fizzy's going to run into some stalkers. It's going to be really interesting to see how Fizzy handles stalkers without any stagger in the loadout. The laser cannon is going to set these stalkers on fire, but there is no way that they will be dead by the time they actually get up and attack Fizzy. I imagine we're going to see a handful of people die on the team, considering how nonchalant they go about stems. If you do not have stagger, going against stalkers, you run through at least a couple of stems. The smart thing here would be to call down the Patriot exosuit in order to help draw the aggro from the eventual stalkers as they come out. Green going for it, baby. He's trying to hold down this bug breach all by himself. Fizzy doing the right thing, coming to the aid of his player friend. but not soon enough. We're going to take that point back. I gave a point for the intent. I subtracted a point for the execution. These are two separate events. The Tesla Tower is down. It will do a lot of the clear for us. Purple. I'm starting to think that purple doesn't know what a stem is.
Dropping a pin.
One charger, one impaler. Or is that two chargers? I can't quite tell. And we have another patrol here of the charger ahead. I would be wary to push further ahead right now as Fizzy. Slightly wary. Here's the stalkers. Let's see if I am right about this. Time to call on that Patriot Exosuit, baby. See if you can read my mind. I'm giving you an idea. Fizzy, call down the Exosuit. Be awesome. Knowing that the team can take out the flag without the laser, you may also want to call the laser down. It will provide some help. There it is. Oh yeah, read my mind, 3 points. 3 points for the decision to call down the Walker and the Patriot Exosuit. This will help dramatically with clearing the stalker nest. Picked up an Ion Storm. It will make this slightly more difficult, but the main benefit here is that we have an exosuit. I believe I see the stalker nest straight ahead. This is Fizzy's job, and recognizing that Fizzy must take out the stalker nest. Great awareness here. The rest of the team is basically incapable of doing so. Given their skill levels, oh no. Oh dear. Stalker. Green off the map. Nothing we could do to save him in that moment in time. Sometimes sacrifices need to make, and actually the Stalker yeeted him out of the game. From Texas is his name. Not able to handle it. Hey, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Fizzy, we have to take out the Stalker nest, my friend. This is not good. We're taking some points away from the decision to abandon Stalker nest and go for the main objective, because here's what's going to happen. We're going to call this main objective, and we're going to have not only the bugs from the objective, but the Stalkers are going to come over from next door. That neighborhood is going to visit, and they're going to go knock knock, it's trick or treat. And it's going to make this objective much more difficult now, especially that we only have 3 players in the game. Because a lot of those Stalkers have already spawned in a 4-player game. We're going to do it anyways. Let's see how this plays out for them. We're also not going to have the exosuit to deal with the Stalker nest later. At least it'll be more entertaining for the viewer. Oh, there it is. Somebody on the team coming to save us. A point for the teammate. I wish I could give teammate points in Helldiver Surprise, but unable to do so because that's not the game we're playing. Again, I'm just going to do a pile of these commentaries. Eventually, I'll have a list of the highest scoring players, and eventually we'll have a tournament crown of champion. For now, we're just doing one-off commentaries and scoring them. This exosuit is doing some work, baby. Wow, B3. Running from death itself. 1 charger, 1 impaler, and a whole bunch of the horde coming their way. Yeah, Fizzy. Really great job, just the awareness to cover the teammates. Really great working within the team. If you were with me, I would love to play with you. I know there's no commentary in the game, but yeah, focusing on the impaler because we have the Patriot Exosuit to do so. Look, Fizzy redeeming himself for not focusing the Stalker layer earlier. Back up to a score of 15 for Helldiver Surprise. Going on foot, I see. I didn't happen to see if there was ammunition left in the exosuit, so probably out of ammo at the time or very low, running very low. There we go, swapping to the shotgun as the Termites get close, and that's the nice thing about the build. I'll give a point again. I give a point earlier for the build, but we really just saw it there, where when the laser cannon ran out and you needed to reload it, by the time it runs out, a lot of the time, Terminate's going to be very close and you're an attacking range and in a good zone for a shotgun to work. So the mixture there is really nice. The other thing that pairs really well with the laser cannon is the sickle, just because the sustain is overwhelming. But whenever I run sickle with laser cannon, I'm using a jump pack to get on high ground. Now, Fizzy did just pick up a resupply box when the other players really desperately needed them. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Get a shotgun. There it is, there it is. Please live, please live. Stem, 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 stem. Good, good, good. A lot of times in that scenario, I would have pre-stemmed. It's not like we've run into serious issues with stems this game, personally, for Fizzy. What is going on with this Alpha Commander? But, I mean, look at Orange right now. Less than half health, no stems. The flag is going up anyways. Democracy is spreading as we speak. Fizzy is doing what he can with the laser cannon. Clearing out some of the horde. The nice thing about the laser cannon is it does set enemies on fire. So, it does make sense that Fizzy would run a non-fire weapon for his primary weapon, because fire does not stack. So it's better to just take a more rounded approach and have more damage from the regular rifle. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I like that a lot. I'm giving it another point for the loadout selection here. So we're up to 3 loadouts. Running a cookout or an incendiary breaker with a laser cannon is not going to go as well than the wonderful pairing of just more damage. Stem, baby, stem. Yep, we're getting in a little bit of trouble here. Time to pull out the shotgun. There it is. Yeah, see, it works out great. Works out great. But having double fire isn't going to help a ton, because a lot of times if you're using laser cannon, by the time you pull out your shotgun, the enemy's already going to be on fire. So there's no need. You might as well just have more damage.
Fire in the hole.
Yep. And you have a mixture of light and medium penetration and heavy penetration. Yeah. This is the one thing I like about laser cannon, is it's just an all-around weapon. Nice coverage here from Purple. Fizzy needs to start really considering drawing some of the aggro here from the team. We just don't want Purple to get attacked again, given the health that he's in. Here comes the Alpha Commander charging up, trying to tackle. Nice dodge. Good point there for the movement. Calling Patriot exosuit. That's been a real winner this game. This is a little bit of overkill, though. I mean, this objective is, I guess it's not done. It seems like we've been fighting this thing for a long time. But maybe they're stepping off of where the flag is and it's restarting over and over again. Yeah, that's got to be what's happening. So it's good that we have the laser and we have another exosuit. Just go ahead and knock this objective out. Because after this, it's really just, let's go home. So it's really turned out that the pure anti-tank in the loadout has been a laser cannon with the Patriot exosuit, which has worked out just great. I was a little bit worried that there wasn't a dedicated anti-tank within the weapons, but here we are. Now, we have to be very conscious of this Gatling sentry here on the hill to not decimate our suit. I would almost hide it behind that statue. What was that? You don't need to, but might as well. Let's try not to step on our teammates, please. Oh no, double step on teammates. We're gonna... taking a point away for each step on the teammate. Let's see if we can finally get this charger. This charger is not dying. There we go. Charger's dead now. Fizzy. Another one. Gotta shoot it in the face, baby. I don't know what happened there. That rocket had a thought of its own, a life of its own, and this here is, yeah, here gets ripped up by the Gatling Sentry that I mentioned earlier. When the Gatling Sentry looks your way and you're in an exosuit, I mean, it's just a breath, and that thing's dead. Your exosuit is gone forever. Luckily, took out about 2 or 3 charges before that occurred. And, you know, yeah, nice that we see the Bile Titan and go ahead and starting to burn. Oh, so we're at 380 and we're gonna run. Okay, that works too. Both of these things work. Now it's time to go home, isn't it? Yeah. Tagging, setting him on fire. Go ahead and just starting to chip damage as we run away and retreat and create distance. I like that idea. Overall, Fizzy's played a good game, a much better game than his teammates have. Again, everyone here is basically level 35 and below, so we have to tamper those expectations that these players are going to be amazing. I mean, when I was level 30, I didn't know much at all. The only thing I would have changed is to see some gas in this build. I think that one player may have had, I think I saw an orbital gas strike from green before he got yeeted off the map. But overall, not bad. Again, we're just running home. Current score is 17. Tied for the lead right now in Helldive Surprise. We'll see if we can get some more points to move Fizzy into first place. There's going to be so many of these. I imagine that the winner is going to have somewhere of a score of 40 or so. 40, 50, who knows? It just depends on the gameplay that we see. 9 respawns left, so we got plenty of time, plenty of respawns left. This is going to be a successful extraction. This is one of my favorite extract areas, being on the top of this hill. He's trying to find it. Yeah, it's kind of a rare one, but I do like it a lot. Alpha Commander here with a couple of smaller enemies. Should be no problem to handle, especially with Orange coming to back him up. Hey, buddy. Purple, the keyboard's over there. He's typing into air. This would be not a bad time to use a flamethrower. I would consider calling the flamethrower down, given how close quarter this is. You can swap to a flamethrower when enemies are coming up at choke, and then shoot with the laser cannon if you see them down below, over the cliff. But not calling the flamethrower down wouldn't take a point away for that. I think that would have been smart. Yeah. Napalm, orbitals, not bad. The only thing that really betrayed us this game was the Gatling Sentry when we had the Patriot exosuit. Alpha Commander getting some laser in the face. Couple of warriors down below. We're shooting a dead corpse. Little panic grenade throw here. There's just so much going on that Fizzy can't really keep up with it. But that is how extraction really works. It's a little bit more hectic. And using laser cannon to kind of damage enemies before they get around the corner. I like that. As long as we have purple covering the hole, covering the gap, focusing this impaler is going to be really smart. Impaler can't quite get up top before succumbing to his own death. Good throw on the 380. Let's get it really far away. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how far away this is. But anyways, the taxi is coming to pick us up. This commentary is coming to an end. Thank you everybody so much for joining me for this second of very many Helldive surprise commentaries. Fizzy Elf wrapping up with a score of 16 shouldn't have to change. I'm going to try to post more and more commentaries almost every day if I can. And eventually we'll crown a champion. And that champion will be my champion. But it's time to get in the taxi, Fizzy Elf, and say goodbye to everyone watching. Thank you so much. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and we'll see you next time.